Hey Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jaclynn. This is not my jungle. It's David's car. I'm like out of breath for no reason. I just like ran out here so fast for no reason. I swear I'm not out of shape. I just have asthma. Anyway, we're in David's car because I'm in Kentucky, in case you missed it. So this is day 2 of Kentucky. We're at a writing film convention type of situation. And of course, while I'm here in Louisville, somebody will correct me. I haven't asked any of the locals yet how you're supposed to say it. Yeah, we're here. And I'm excited to go to some other plant places today. So I hit up a couple yesterday. And today we're going to Wallitsch, I think that's how you say it, Wallitsch Garden Center. I don't know. I went to a shop yesterday and I asked the girl where she recommended me going for the rare stuff. And she said that I should definitely check this place out. So it's about 15 minutes away. We're going to head on over there and see what they have. Okay, this is adorable. Like, it looks so garden center-y. Like, I feel like I've been here because it just like looks like so many other ones that we've been to, but it's not. We've never been here because I've never been to Kentucky. So I pulled up and I was like, wait, why does this look familiar? But it's just because they all kind of look the same sometimes. Okay fam, voiceover Jackie is coming at you because they actually had some really loud music playing here, even though it's like outdoors, which was unfortunate, but they had some really cute stuff. So there's some Hoyas over here. I was kind of tempted to snag this one with all the cute little white leaves, but I really want to find a larger plant of it, and it was $15.99, which is like not a bad price, but I'd rather spend more on a bigger plant, if that makes sense. But this is really nice. It's the Hoya Sarawak. They actually have it properly labeled, which is really nice, and it is $80 for this whole entire plant, which is honestly not terrible. I mean, you could probably get one cheaper than that on Palm Street, but if you saw this in person, I'd say snag it if you want it, because that's a great price for a huge plant. So there's some pubic calyx hanging out over here. Tons and tons of Hoya pubic calyx splash for $24.99. Also a great price for the size of these baskets. There's some really nice Cebu blue hanging out over here. Huge hanging baskets of Cebu blue. And then they had an absolutely stunning, huge, very mature Rhaphidophora decursiva. This is one of those plants where I try so hard to get it to look like this, and it just never seems to want to behave. This one as well. This is the Philodendron Brandy. Super cute, really big pain in the butt. If you guys watch my videos, you know. If you know, you know. Beautiful plant, but not worth it in my personal opinion. And then they had some really cute little alocasia. These are the Silver Dragon for $14.99. I so far think that their prices are pretty fair compared to the rest of the market. The in-person market is definitely different than the online market, so keep that in mind as well. You're usually going to find things for cheaper online. There's more competition online than there is in the local market. So a lot of the times things are going to be a little bit more pricey in person. Not always, but sometimes, most of the time. So Heartleaf Philodendron over here, the neon one, super cute, lots of those. This is the Philodendron Mayoi, nice and mature, really cute. I don't love the big internodal spacing on this one though, so it's not my favorite to grow. This one, however, the Atabapoense, is really nice to grow because the leaves are so long. It doesn't look like it has a lot of space between the nodes, and they're not terrible. They're pretty tight if you keep it in bright light. $145 for that one. The meeeee was $160. So definitely not bad if you're looking for a nice mature plant already on a pole. I call it like cheating. You're like skipping steps so you don't have to grow it out yourself, which is fine. It's like entering a cheat code, you know? So we have some really nice pitcher plants here for $19.99. Tons of them, more heartleaf. There's a really nice monstera here, really mature, beautiful green form. They have all of the soul soil stuff. They have really good like plant supplies as well here. So if you're in the area and you're needing like a local nursery to get your soil and your fertilizers and all of those things, this is definitely a great spot. Some really beautiful philodendron ring of fire for only $19.99. So you guys remember what I said about those rare plants that are now common? This is literally, I mentioned all of these. $19.99 as well for this philodendron gloriosum. And then here is the tortum. So that's pretty cool. Does that gloriosum have variegation on it? Or is that like damage? I'm literally just noticing that for the first time to the left of the frame, even though I was there in person and I edited this video once through before doing the voiceover. I'm just now seeing it. Third time's a charm. So I don't know. Did I skip over a variegated gloriosum accidentally in the store, you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Damn. This is what happens when you're filming. I swear. I just don't see stuff until later. It's so weird. Anthurium over here. I'm rambling about other stuff. I apologize. There's some anthurium here. I don't know anything about these types. Some type of philodendron. I'm not exactly sure which one this was. White Knight maybe, or I don't know, something with red on the petioles. Some more philodendron, some moonlight. They've got some Prince of Orange, and then this is one of my favorites. This is the golden crocodile, or golden saw. There's lots of different names for it. I actually don't know the botanical name of this philodendron because nobody ever calls it that. They either call it the ring of fire when it's variegated, golden crocodile when it's aurea like this, the more neon variegation, and then the green one is called jungle boogie. So I don't actually know the botanical name. If you do, feel free to share that in the comments below. I always forget to look it up. It's like something I always question but forget to look up. Some really beautiful Sansevieria whale fins here for $50. This one's hilarious, and this is such a typical Sansevieria thing to do, if I'm being honest with you. They grow babies, they grow their pups off of like the base of the plant, and they'll just go wherever. So this one was like, all right, I'm just gonna grow out of this drainage hole, and I knocked them all over. So that's fun, but don't worry, I fixed it. I did not leave them like that. I made a little bit of a mess. I'm sorry, but I didn't do it on purpose. They were all like leaning on each other in just the right way, and then when I moved one, they all went tumbling down. So lots of different Sansevieria varieties going on. They had this beautiful ficus teneki. Like, look at how pretty this is. This is like my dream ficus right here. Such a great size. The variegation is beautiful. And I totally would have bought it if I didn't have to put it in the car and bring it all the way home. They also had this really big and beautiful Sansevieria Bantel Sensation. Those used to be really hard to come by, and I'm definitely seeing them pop up a lot more. There are some ZZs over here, all of the pothos. This is Pearls and Jade. You can tell that it's Pearls and Jade because it has more of like that green speckle on the leaves. But they have it labeled as Enjoy, which is fine because honestly they're pretty much the same plant. The Enjoy just has more contrast because it doesn't have those speckles, if that makes sense. There's some more neon pothos here. Micans, which is a heartleaf philodendron. Probably the most annoying one to grow out of all the heartleaf philodendron because it's got a velvety leaf. Anytime a plant has a velvety leaf, it's safe to assume that it's probably going to be a little bit more finicky. Not necessarily difficult, just a little bit pickier. I think that's a good way to put it. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments below. I have found that with philodendron. I have found that with anthurium. Even Hoya, like the fuzzier leaf Hoya, I tend to have a hard time with, but I don't know. I'd be curious if you guys have the same issue. This is a beautiful calathea, but see, it's velvety, so I'm just going to assume that it's probably a pain in the butt to keep happy, like most calathea tend to be, but some are easier than others for sure. This is the Maranta Silver Band. It is full and lush and absolutely beautiful, like stunning, and all the cute little blooms on it. I think Maranta have the cutest little blooms, and it's only 30 bucks. That's really not a bad price for such a huge plant. They have some red Maranta as well, some more calathea. That's the rattlesnake calathea. Some more ficus, the Shiveriana over here. I'm a really big fan of this one, and it's only $13.99, but I just really don't need more ficus right now. I think they're super cute. I just like when they have more green on them, which that one kind of does. So I was attracted to it, but I don't know. I really don't need to be buying a ficus right now, even though it is really pretty, and I was kind of tempted to. So I was like, that was me deciding and then saying no to myself in my head. So more Monstera deliciosa over here, a couple of more beautiful ficus, and this ficus burgundy tree, literal tree, is the reason why I love ficus. Look at this thing. You can literally grow a tree. That's so cool to me. I really, really want one. Like as soon as we have a house, one day with like some taller ceilings and somewhere where I can put it where my cat can't eat it, I would love one. There is a beautiful peace lily here. I showed you the name, but I wasn't paying attention. Some Syngonium, the milk confetti. These things grow like a literal weed because they kind of are one. $14.99 for this one. This is what looks like berry illusion, but I don't think it is. They're calling it gold illusion, which makes sense. It is kind of like a lighter, more yellowy green. Really, really cute. I do like Syngonium, like I like the look of them, but I just don't like growing them. So I don't have any in my collection, like at all. So this is gorgeous too. This is a Monstera adansonii, although it actually looks like they might be two different types now that I'm looking at them side by side. There are so many. There are so many subspecies of adansonii that it's insane. But $200 for these massive totems is not a terrible price. It's not like the best price, but it's not a bad one either. And then they have this huge, absolutely stunning, you guys, if this was Crimson Queen, I would have snagged it so fast, but I just don't need a Crimson Princess this big. But look at how pretty it is. It's so pretty, but I do prefer the Queen over the Princess, which is weird because normally I like the inner variegation over the outer variegation, but I think it really depends on the plant. So I'm asking you guys all the questions in this video. I would love to know if you prefer inner variegation or outer variegation. So some beautiful peperomia there, this huge philodendron. I don't think it's a Xanadu, maybe Siloam. I don't know, you guys. I'm trying to remember. I'm really trying to remember. You always tell me in the comments and I always forget. But anyway, this latifolia is huge. It's gorgeous. It's got cute little splashes on the leaves, and it's only, what did it say, $50? I was super tempted by this, but I don't love latifolia that much, so I was kind of bummed that that's really all that they had, because I got really excited for a second. I was like, ooh, big Hoya hanging basket, but I decided not to because, like I said, I just genuinely don't love growing latifolia. I have a few, mostly Sarawak. It's my favorite, but I don't know, it's not my favorite Hoya species. They had some regular degular anthurium over here. I don't know the botanical name on this one either. I just call it grocery store anthurium. And then they have the cutest orchids. Look at how precious that flower is. I think it's so stinking cute. It's $55 and I can't get the tag out. I think it says Anki something. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. The one that starts with an O. I think that's the pansy one, which is so cute. Mine is like kind of alive, sort of. I think it's pretty sad. $65 for this one. It's so stinking cute. Look at how cute it is. I like that the flowers on this are kind of like ruffly, and I left this in for you guys. I was going to edit this out, me struggling to put the tag back in, because it actually is kind of hilarious. It looks so wrong from that angle. It's just like, girl, what are you doing to that plant? I literally went to go edit it out, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to leave it. I'm going to let people get a little chuckle out of that, because I was struggling to get the tag back into the side of the pot. And it just looked really funny from that angle. So you're welcome. $55 for this one. Hopefully you thought it was as funny as I did, or else I just left it in there looking stupid for no reason. But seriously, you underestimate how difficult it is to like film and like do stuff at this and look at stuff at the same time. That's why I miss stuff. Like this booby cactus. I really should have bought one. They were only $50. They were definitely like the cheapest and the biggest that I saw the whole time that I was in Kentucky. But I just kept on like not pulling the trigger on it, and I should have went back. I probably should. I thought about it, but I didn't. I was like, girl, you don't need it. Like, you can get one. They're everywhere. But that one was pretty big for a good price. $225 for this Euphorbia White Ghost, I think is what it's called. It's so pretty. I love that plant. I don't know if I have one currently. I might have a small piece, but they also had tons and tons of different Echeveria, some string of things. Just a quick little walk past all of the different succulents. They have Aeonium, the flapjacks, some, I forget what those are called, more Echeveria hybrids, really, really cute stuff. I used to really love succulents. I still have quite a few, but I don't really buy new ones very often unless I find something really strange that I haven't seen before. Really beautiful shot of this hibiscus flower. Just had to show it off. I think they're so pretty. And then hiding back in the greenhouse, they had some staghorn ferns for $30. It is always a good idea to look through like the outdoor stuff too. So this is the more outdoor section that I'm in now, because they will have stuff like this, like the more indoor outdoor kind of like begonias and ferns, and we'll see some caladium here in a second. So, but otherwise that's really it for this garden center. They have some really, really cute stuff. I think they had great prices, and if you're in the area, I would say that it's definitely worth coming and checking this place out. Okay, fam, so that was Wallitsch Garden Center, and it was so stinking cute. They had really nice stuff. They had a pretty decent selection. They didn't have like a ton of plants, but they had a pretty decent selection, and I'm not mad about it. I am a little mad that there weren't like the rare plants that I was expecting, but I guess like the average person, like the Ring of Fire and the Gloriosum, are still rare. I literally just posted my video yesterday about rare plants that are now common, and like almost every single one of them was on that list. So if you haven't watched that yet, you should definitely go and check it out. But that is it for Wallitsch Garden Center. Let me know if you guys saw anything you would have snagged. That big hanging basket of latifolia was really tempting. It's just not my favorite Hoya to grow, so I was like, I don't need it. I'd rather hold out for something else. We do have 2 more plant shops in downtown that we're going to check out later today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you should definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. Leave me some emojis in the comments below. Trees, I don't know, there's somebody standing in front of me with like they bought a tree. Leave me tree emojis, because that makes sense, right? Anyway, I love you guys so very much. Definitely engage with the video if you can. It definitely helps me out, helps out the algorithm, helps out my channel, and I love you guys so very much. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are out there in the world. I forgot the rest of what I was gonna say. Stay hydrated, fam, and I love you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.